All right, so this is a roll with Isaac. He's a wrestler by nature. We're gonna just hop right into it. He starts to try to control the periphery, which is not always a bad idea, and he tries to control the inside and go for an underhook. But he doesn't like my clinch on the back of his head or my tie, and that was me being cheeky with a little bit of a foot tap there, acting like I was gonna go for a foot sweep. I will not. I'm too lazy for that. Here he's doing some driving into me, so I'll give him some feedback and push and pull with him. And I start to set up for my underhook, and then from this underhook, I'm going to basically sweep over on the top position and then start to press into a Kimura. So just like a power half or any kind of that position, it will give you a lot of control. He puts his head down, and with his head down, it allows me to basically dominate that upper position and then push-pull action while controlling an underhook, and that will allow me to basically take him down. And then I sneak in him out, and I use a big chest motion to basically keep his hands off of me and get them in the upper or high mount position. And you'll see I start peeling his elbows so they become pointed up to the sky. And you'll see I attack the top hand that he has up. It might not look like I'm setting up for an armbar, or like I set it up on the wrong side, but I actually was baiting to go to this side. I know that might sound weird, but I'm a little too lazy to move around all too much. And then here, I lock it up. He tries to put his foot over, so I hook it just to get him to think about where his feet are. And then right here, he tries to let go and basically spin out. But unfortunately, arm bars, you don't really want to let go until you've already established a more dominant position than you already were in, aka clearing the headline, etc. So here again, he does the double, and then I go and try to control and make chest-to-chest contact, and then we end up basically laying into mount. Here he has, again, upwards. He starts to work his elbows down a little bit. They're on my thighs, though, so if they're on my thighs, I can make them wide. And here you'll see me just kind of press on them a little bit out and then shoot my hips up a little higher. Then he extends his hands. That would have just been, easier isolation, but here's a triangle. There's no need to lock it up. The squeeze is all you really need from that position. Yeah, here I'm explaining basically make space, and then walk your shoulders up. Walking your shoulders back will really help a lot. I become wide. This makes him think he wants to go down and attack. Obviously, that guillotine was there, and then you'll see I'm using more of that power half position, but I just let it go. Swoop back in again, kind of in a half Nelson position now. I'm just gonna let it go, and then here you can put drive pressure. You'll see my hips are lower, and I lower on his body, and I'm upright, so I'm not necessarily super well based. And here you'll see he does a good job of basically clearing me to one side, but I sneak my leg up, and when I sneak my leg up, I start going for an attack. You can't really see very much from this angle, but when we work over, it will lead into an arm bar. He does a good job here when he gets up, because he starts to look at the level change and looks directly at my legs. I stuff his head, and then I start to control his hip. This hip control is something that a lot of people don't really use, and then it feeds right into an arm bar because, shoulders and hips are combined, and it makes it into a easy way to control his upper extremity by controlling his lower extremity. But that's the end of the roll. He did a very good job.